Brownbeard is back in the fucking house. Go fuck yourself.
It's time for Blumpkin&Friends, starring your host,
Captain Brownbeard, the pirate. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Johnny Blumpkin's Not Fucking Here. I am Captain Brownbeard of the SS Reach Around. With me today is...
Number one fan, Tim.
Number one mate, Tim.
Good to see you today.
Why did you already fuck that up?
I didn't know you wanted me to be a mate.
It's kind of the show theme when I'm around.
All right, number one mate.
Yeah, try to get in line with what's going on, boy.
How about a heads up next time, Brownbeard?
Yeah, sorry. It's good to see me, too. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. How are you?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
Can you elaborate on that at all, perhaps?
Everything's going very well. Both at home, at work, and financially.
Good for fucking you. I'm number one mate, Tim. Everything is sunshine and rainbows. Gotta grease the back door. I have not been around for quite some time. Predating the wedding.
Yeah.
A goddamn son of a bitch wedding.
What? Well, I can see why you didn't get an invite.
How was the wedding?
It was good. It was really freaking hot, but it was good.
Good. I hope you all sweated balls. You
did.
should be. Since you were taking the first step down in the plunge to hell. Tell me about the event itself. Anything special go on?
Well, the way Blumpkin walked down the aisle with his daughter in his arm like a football was cute.
Oh, isn't that precious? The little shit rats.
It was a lot of fun. It was Blumpkin booing some of the choice of music.
Good. Good. He should boo. It's wedding music. It's usually sucky.
Well, they tried playing My Heart Will Go On by...
for fuck's sakes.
What, Celine Dion, I think it was?
From the movie with the boat that sank because the captain doesn't know how to fucking navigate for shit.
Well, the captain was in bed. It wasn't his fault.
Uh-huh. Yes, because I'm sure he didn't see that iceberg coming.
They should have seen it.
I'm glad Jack died. Fuck him.
Fuck him.
I hear that Blumpkin's mom tipped over.
Supposedly she tipped over and didn't want to make an issue out of it, but told everybody that saw her, I just fell down, but it's okay. I don't want to make an issue out of it.
She's kind of an attention whore, isn't she?
She can be, and then she pretends she isn't.
Well, a leopard can't change its spots, and a pucker can't change its butt. Yeah. Question for you.
Yeah.
How many times did you see Pirates of the Caribbean 5 so far?
I have not seen it yet.
What the fuck?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
You're such a fan, and I love Jack Sparrow. I have to dress like Jack Sparrow.
1, 2, and 3. 4 was kind of hard to swallow, but I haven't seen 5 yet. It's supposed to be better, but I've been busy doing other things. You know how hard it is to go to a movie theater with 4 kids?
You know how easy it is to go to a fucking Redbox?
Is it in Redbox already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, out on DVD.
All right, I'll check it out then.
Maybe you should probably do that.
Maybe I'll just go buy it. You know, since I'm doing so well financially.
I'm not sure how to take that. You basically just made a joke that's ripping on something you said. It's not something I came up with.
Hey, boys and girls, it's time for another Hey, boys and girls, hey, boys and girls, hey, boys and 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 girls, it's time for another ITradio fucking fucker shitting ass tits beer.
I blogged twice today, though.
I saw that. You should really get that checked.
What?
You totally didn't get that at all.
That's not a good segue.
What? No, it is. You're like, I blogged twice today. Yeah, you should get that checked.
My blog?
Yeah, it sounds like a really personal problem.
Well, no, one was about.
Oh my God, he's totally not getting it, Frosty.
No, I'm getting it, but I say I'm not letting you enjoy it by not getting it.
You're
on
totally,
purpose.
The whole show we've been doing really, really well, and up until now, he really wants to be serious.
I have shit in your cereal.
I've blogged twice.
You fucker!
You know what? I've blogged twice. You do not fuck with my blogs. Do not talk bad about my fucking blogs. Fuck you.
All that I got.
I don't really have a lot going on right now, and I have to type.
I just need to MySpace something.
Fuck you, Graham. Fuck you.
Well, here's what I've been up to.
Yeah, what have you been up to, Brownbeard?
Have you been watching the news the last month and a half?
Vaguely.
Did you happen to pay attention to the weather reports amongst the Atlantic?
No.
Well, boy, it's hurricane season. Hurricane season is a bad time to be out on the seas.
You think?
It's a good time to take a vacation and get a side job.
Okay.
I only did one of those things.
Took a vacation, I'm guessing.
We've been hanging out in Florida a lot.
Okay.
And, well, Irma destroyed Barbuda and St. Martin. We were hanging out in Orlando. We were seeing the sights. Obviously, we were sampling the mini buffets. I went to some sort of condo presentation for a timeshare.
Was it worth it?
I got free tickets to the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
I also got a job offer because when you go around in the pirate uniform, people are like, oh, maybe he's a street performer. And I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm a pirate captain. You know, we still exist. And they wanted to hire me.
To do what?
Fucking some sort of entertaining of the guests. Like, I want to go around being some hired stooge in a costume all day while people sit there and their snotty kids come up for photo opportunities and wipe their drool and their boogers on me, and they want to put their arms around me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love taking pictures with drunken bikini-clad girls, but frequently it ends at the picture, because nobody's like, oh, hey, I like your costume. Would you like to deflower my anus? Nobody ever offers that. They're like, okay, well, thanks for the picture, now fuck off. Well, don't get my hopes up. I'm not just some goddamn piece of furniture that you go and get your photograph with. I'm a human being. I have feelings.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you have feelings.
I mean, most of them are salty and antisocial, but I have feelings. So we went to the Magic Kingdom, and wouldn't you know it, I don't like that place.
You don't?
Smiling, happy children, crying, crappy children, mostly children.
Mostly children. I remember going there a long time ago.
So then you would say that it's overrun with stinky shit rats.
Yes, there were some lines you stand in and it smells bad. And it ain't the overcooked hot dog wiener vendor just a couple feet away. It's the kids.
Is that secret code for something?
No, it's like sometimes when they have the little vendor carts that sell food and popcorn and shit, there was one that was selling hot dogs. It was just, ew. Those things were practically burnt.
Okay, so that's not an admission of having a Grindr account.
No.
Okay, fair enough. Well, the crew wanted to go, and since I'm such a nice guy that we didn't have anything better to do, so I just finally said, fuck it, let's go. And then we did the timeshare thingy, and then I got the tickets, and then we went. While we were there, they dragged me on a particular ride. A ride I'm not too fond of because it's like fucking heresy, all the chicanery and negative portrayals of a certain segment of the population. I'll give you a hint. It's not It's a Small World. It rhymes with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Wow, very adept of you to pick up on that. I got shit-faced, believe it or not, and caused a scene on the ride.
Was it when you saw Captain J. Sparrow?
No, because they didn't have him there that day. I didn't want to see him, but I figure I'm going to drink my sorrows away because the crew, yeah, they're all, oh, look at the dog with the key. Oh, look at the little wenches getting chased around. Oh, look at this shit. I'm like, fuck this stupid crap. And I threw a bottle at some of the animatronic pirates, which kind of spoiled the mood for the other people who started yelling at me to knock it off. And then there was some shoving, and I might have gotten punched in the duodenum, and then I vomited on the baby.
Ew.
Yeah, the baby was not too happy. The baby's extra-large father was also not too happy.
I was going to say, well, now the baby knows how its parents feel.
I guess. I mean, I guess the baby knows how the inside of its mother's womb felt at one point. Rah! Zygote. Anyway, so I jumped out of the boat, and I made a daring escape past security thanks to an emergency exit. It's a good thing that they light those things up so you know where they are at all times.
It's very realistic when you're on the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right, because they had so many electronic signs back in the day. Obviously. So, as I'm making my escape, I got almost all the way to the gate, and then I could hear people on walkie-talkies radioing about a man in a pirate suit who had caused a ruckus on said ride. So I ducked into a bathroom stall, and apparently I passed out. Because I woke up, and it was dark. There were still people, but they were filtering out of the park for the night. So I made my escape under the cover of nightfall. But also, it was a wee bit of a walk of shame, because while I was passed out in the stall, I shit me pants.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fall asleep on the toilet as much as I sat on a toilet and fell asleep, and then I had a nocturnal emission of sorts.
Well, at least you're already sitting on the toilet. You were prepared for it.
Yeah, except for that my pants were up and the shit was in them.
Yeah, but now when you take your pants off, it's just bloop right into the water.
Have you ever fallen asleep and shit yourself and woken up hours later?
I have not.
It's not like, oh, pull down my pants. Bloop, it's gone. Everything's fine. No, I had to throw away that particular pair of boxer shorts. And sure, they were my Sunday ones for church because they were holy. But I ripped them off, and I left a poop on the top of the toilet tank. Not in it. I didn't give it a true upper decker, but I left it there on me shitty shorts, and then I left rather abruptly. So that was our visit to the Magic Kingdom. The crew was smart because, well, I was wearing my coat and my hat and my boots. They wore street clothes like regular jackoffs. They wanted to blend in. They said, oh, you have a habit of attracting negative attention, and we don't want to get thrown out before Skittles gets to ride on the teacups or whatever the fuck I don't know. He's like a big child. We've talked about this. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they did not dress normally. They didn't want to be connected to me. It's a dick move, but I kind of understand. Then we made a trip to SeaWorld.
Oh, how's that for you?
Well, it's not like I haven't seen half of these fucking creatures before, and I don't know why anybody on the crew, Kickstand, Handsome Bert, Skittles, or Gorgeous George, why any of them want to see... Why would you want to go see a tank full of stingrays?
I don't know.
Does nobody watch The Crocodile Hunter? How'd that one end?
Not too well.
Dart to the chest. Yeah, you stay away from those fuckers. So here they
crikey.
are. Yeah, well, he got what he had coming. Don't go fucking around with animals in a water tank that are predatory and then, wonder why you get stabbed in the aorta.
Was he in an actual water tank or was he in the open ocean?
Yeah, no, he was in a water tank.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So we got there and we saw the orca show, which is fucking stupid. Because they just make a giant goddamn whale swim around and splash water and wave. And I was kind of hoping there'd be like a blackfish moment and it would bite the trainer's arm off and drag her corpse around. None of that happened. And also, Skittles lost his mind at the seal show.
Why?
Apparently because they bark and blow kisses. The fucking numbnuts thought it was just fantastic. And they thought he was special. Like, that kind of special.
Mm-hmm.
So he got to throw some fish at the filthy beast during the show. Yeah, he got to interact with the seal.
Oh, that must have been so much fun.
Also, in a wee bit of confusion, this seems to happen a lot. I might have to rethink my dress code. People there thought I was an employee because they kept asking to take photos with me there also. So I rolled with it, and believe it or not, I made some dough street performing.
That's good.
I started just standing there. I put my hat down, and I started talking all piratey and pointing at people and being an insult comic, and they threw dollar bills in my hat, and then I took it to the bar, and I got shit-faced on fruity drinks.
Oh, great. Now what'd you do?
In what is not one of my prouder moments, I made my way to the dolphin tank. And then I climbed in for a swim. And this is where things went downhill because...
Flipper didn't want you in his tank?
Well, I allegedly tried to have sex with a blowhole.
What? Ugh.
I don't know. They are very sexually in tune beasts. They swim up alongside you. They bat you with their tail. I mean, really, nobody likes a tease. So I might have tried to ride a dolphin, and while I was there, I might have put my finger in its little blowhole a few times, and a light bulb went off in me head, and, well, connect the dots.
Could you tell me how it felt? Just curious.
I didn't actually get it in there. It swam away. Elusive little fuckers.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty agile.
Yeah, little prick teases is what they are.
Many, many years ago when I was in Florida, I went to SeaWorld and Magic Kingdom and all that shit. The ex and I, we actually paid, I think it was $500 for the both of us to swim with the dolphins.
$500?
Well, it was $250.
I got to do it for the price of 3 daiquiris.
Yeah, well, you have a different way of doing things than...
And sure, nobody
We
sanctioned
did.
my visit to the tank, and I accidentally almost raped a porpoise.
I wouldn't say it was an accident, but...
Don't start splitting hairs with me
So,
now.
no, but yeah,
I
got
could
to
see
swim
that
with
she
them.
wanted it in her eyes. Or his eyes. I really don't know how to tell the gender of a dolphin. I just saw a tight little hole and had a wee bit of inspiration.
Would a dolphin have a red rocket?
How the fuck should I know?
I don't know. I just thought
What am I,
maybe you would
Jack
know.
Hanna? I'm not like the foremost animal expert in the area here. These are theme parks. I go there for the people that are paid $8.75 an hour to tell me about science. I don't
Okay.
go there like, oh, hey, did you know, by the way, that if you rub a dolphin here, suddenly, that's not how that works. So I'm now banned from SeaWorld.
And the Magic Kingdom.
Well, now, hang on. I made my way out of the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, but I'm sure if you showed back up again, they're not going to let you in.
If I don't dress like a pirate, how are they going to know it's me? They get like how many thousands of people a day? I can't be the only person to throw a bottle at a robot pirate and vomit on a baby.
Probably not. But
I may
you
be the
do
only
stand
one
out.
to do both of those and then shit his pants thereafter, but come on, who hasn't thrown up on a baby?
Me?
You gotta stop sitting around playing games on your phone and shooting plastic BBs. You gotta get out there and live, dude. You gotta get out there and drink some drinks and throw bottles at some robots and puke on a baby and maybe pull your dick out in a Long John Silver's restaurant.
Surprise!
Maybe not in
You're
the state
right.
of
I'm
Michigan. You
missing
could end
out
up
on
a registry list.
I'm missing out on the important things in life.
You're all trying to help your kids with their math when you could be trying to fuck new and exciting animals. Because you know what a dolphin won't give you that a woman might?
What's that?
Sass. And HPV most times.
The clap.
Well, you know, you get that fish AIDS. And then after all of our fun at the theme parks, I'm like, okay, we should probably go a little bit south. Try to live it up some more in the adult party scene. I'm sick of all these fucking kids. So we made our way down to Miami. To Miami Beach.
Okay, how'd that go?
It was under siege. By a fucking storm.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I took the opportunity to encourage the crew to come with me to pilfer a few retail spaces.
Nobody's there. Why not?
Well, there were some people there. They were mostly stealing Air Jordans. So you can guess what kind of people those were.
Basketball enthusiasts?
Yeah, we'll go with that. That's the safest answer. I will say, if you've ever been to a Foot Locker, they do not have boots.
No.
No, I probably would have been better off robbing a DSW. I will say, though,
Stuff from high
we
heel
have a
boots.
lot of candles around the ship now. Because I pilfered a Bed Bath & Beyond. What?
Okay.
It seems pretty straightforward. You seem
It's pretty
confused like there's more
straightforward.
to
I was
that.
just like, I don't know how to respond to that there, Brownbeard.
I needed some towels.
Did you get some bath salts?
We got some bath salts. I don't think the kinds of bath salts that you're talking about are the kind of bath salts I'm into. The kind of bath salts I'm into will have you seeing funny colors and trying to eat a homeless man's face.
So did you get some bath salts?
No, I did not get any goddamn bath salts. I got some lovely votives and some throw pillows that I immediately soiled with my seed and threw overboard. These people down there, they were all fucking nailing boards over windows and abandoning ship and going north.
Mm-hmm.
Pussies.
Pussies.
You don't even know the half of the half. You motherfuckers are all, oh no, a storm's gonna make landfall. It's gonna rain and my house might flood. Try being in a fucking boat with 9 other dudes in the bottom of the ship itself, hoping that the 50-foot waves won't fucking sink you because you didn't pay attention to the goddamn newspaper reports, because we don't get a newspaper out of the fucking ocean, and a storm comes in and you're trapped. You're tossing, you're turning, you're puking. Somebody's got to take a shit, but you can't go take a shit in the bathroom. You can't go dump one over the side of the ship because he might get lost. Overboard, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like a sexy mermaid's going to swim them back to safety.
Nope. They all jumped ship and swam south.
No, so imagine a bunch of guys sitting around in a circle in the bottom of a ship with like one flashlight to keep things illuminated, and we're eating the last stipends of our food. And some of them were praying. I'm like, I don't know why you're doing that. Nobody's going to come down and rescue you. They know what you signed up for.
Who do you think sent that shit towards you to end in the first place?
Mother Nature and climate change, probably.
Climate change is just...
Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Jesus, and I'm fairly certain it also wasn't Poseidon.
Maybe it was both.
It was a Jesus Poseidon?
Well, both. They combined their efforts to screw you over.
Like Batman v Superman, Dawn of Suck?
Sure.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that one either.
Good, don't. I haven't heard great things. Neil's all, I didn't think it was that bad. Really, you should watch the movie in its entirety, and you might not think it's as crappy. Yeah, I know how to search on the internet for reviews of a film.
That's why I never went and saw the new Ghostbusters.
And besides, why the fuck would Jesus and Poseidon team up anyway? One swims under the water, and one walks on the water. What are they going to do? Is he going to float up a message in a bottle to the top, and Jesus is going to go, oh, exactly, my son. Yes, we can do that. Let's send Hurricane Irma to fuck with Brownbeard.
Exactly.
Oh, and by the way, hey, Puerto Rico.
You're next.
Maria. Goodbye. Not the best last 2 months for that area.
Do you have to stay in that area, or can you go and sail off the coast of California where they don't typically have hurricanes?
Do they have a lot of pirates in the Pacific?
No.
Was it Pirates of the Pacific, or was it Pirates of the Caribbean?
It was Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm just saying, expand your turf.
And do what? Go west to Japan?
No.
That sounds like
if you
a lot
wanted
of
to.
fun.
Go to
Those
Singapore. I heard
uptight
there's a lot of fun there.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do, is try to get completely shit-faced and enchanted by a little he-she.
Well, don't get too shit-faced and you won't have that problem.
Yeah, word of advice. If you ever go to the Orient, don't fucking talk to any females.
None?
9 out of 10 have a dick.
That's gross.
I'm not going to tell you how I found that out.
No, I think you should.
Let's just say you should be very careful in massage houses. Because you're like, okay, I'm ready for the big finish.
They gave you the Shanghai surprise.
Well, it was jagging me off. And then I saw a ding-dong swinging underneath its skirt. And I said, whoa, this is not what I signed up for. So quickly finish so I might leave with what's left of my dignity.
Well, good plan. Good plan.
Because at that point I was already, rounding third base. I wasn't going to stop and go home with the blue balls. I fucking hate this cold air. By the way, what a shitty time of year for me to come for a visit.
Yeah.
It fucking snowed. It's cold. I'm sick now because Blumpkin shit rats are all coughing like they're a couple of lungers. It's like fucking tuberculosis central upstairs.
Well, that's kids.
How are yours?
None of them are sick.
Well, good for you. Give it a week.
Yeah, I'm hoping to God they don't get sick.
Good morning, sister.
I've been a bad girl.
Really? Well, tell me all about it.
Ooh, I've been very bad.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna do some penance. Take it. Take that dick. Take it. Show me you fucking love this cock. Take it. Oh shit, hang on, I gotta go do something. Congregation of Emo Jesus may be seated. A reading from the Book of Blumpkin. When I was in 3rd grade, I was 9, and my parents, we went to Florida for a family vacation. And one of the attractions that we visited was MGM Studios. And it's like, it's all about how they make the movies and how you make TV. And it's very interactive. And the whole day was just like traumatic for me. Like my mom didn't want to go on the Star Wars ride or the Body Wars ride, whatever it was. And my dad did. And he came out of it like almost vomiting. And then they wouldn't let me go. That pissed me off. We went to the Bonanza. There was one where there was this booth where they were, they would take you and film you and put you into the credits of like a bunch of shows, or put you into a show, basically like green screening. It was when that technology first kind of became big. And they're like, we need somebody to ride a horse. Who wants to sit on a horsey? And the lady's like, how about you, sir? And she points at me. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Dad, don't make me. I don't want to. I freaked out, and some other kid got to go. And then when we saw what they actually filmed, he sat on a fake horse and waved at the camera in a cowboy hat. This is all for Bonanza, the fucking stupid old Wild West TV show. And then the best part. We go to this one where they're doing game shows, and it's Let's Make a Deal. And my dad gets picked to be on the show to be a contestant, right? So me and my mom have to go sit in the audience. So where do I sit? In the back row, in the very corner on the aisle. Because I thought, oh, the cool kids sit in the back of the bus. I'm going to sit way in the back. And we're sitting there, and we're enjoying the show. What's going on? And out of nowhere, this big fat-ass guy wearing a fucking snorkel and a goofy hat and this retarded Hawaiian shirt runs up to me. He's like, hey, you're in my spot. You're in my spot. That's my seat. That's my seat. You're in my spot. I don't know why he sounds like the retarded guy, but he totally fucking did. I'm like, no, this is my spot. Because I was like, I'm not going to give up my spot and let this creepy fat bastard sit next to my mom. He's like, no, that's my spot. That's it there. That's my spot. You got to give it to me. Give me my spot. Get on my chair. And I'm like, no. He's like, you're not going to give it to me? I'm like, no. He's like, you're not going to move? I'm like, no. He goes running down the aisle to the stage. He's like, I won. I did it. I won. Yeah. And he goes up to the stage, and the fucking host of the show is like, oh, what happened? And he's like, I was back there, and that guy, he was in my spot, but he wouldn't give it up. And I guess he wishes that he should have. Because I was going to give him $75 for it. And I was like, fuck. And if that wasn't bad enough, what do? They put the camera on me, put me up on the monitors, and play this music like, wah, 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 fucking rub my nose in it, and the whole audience is like clapping and laughing at me. Yeah, hey, that's cool. Nothing fucks with a 9-year-old's self-esteem like being made an ass out of at a public spectacle in front of a studio audience of 300 fucking strangers at a goddamn Disney theme park. Yeah, thanks a lot, you fucking Nazis. And he was so happy about it. And the part that made me not want to be near him at all when he was trying to take the seat was that he spat when he talked. He would spray. He would spat when he talked. It was like, you're in my spot. That's my spot. You got to give me. That's my spot. You're in my spot. Give me my seat. And they showed me up on the screen. And I tried to hide my face while they were showing me on camera, but there was no hiding my shame.
Oh my God, that's okay. Let's bring this up because I would like to mention that I heard that your family suffered at the hands of a wee bit of piracy as of recent. One of you was robbed.
Oh, yeah, Drama's bike was stolen.
A fucking bike was stolen.
A brand new Trek 21-speed, 26-inch mountain bike.
How much does one of those cost? Because I don't usually buy things.
I got it on sale for $360.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But she used up her one good, brand new, top-of-the-line bike. She don't get another one.
How did this happen? Were the thieves like a master ring of bike stealers? Did they use their bolt cutter and under the cover of darkness with some smoke grenades?
No, it would have been cool because then I couldn't blame her for it. But she rode her bike to school, didn't lock it up.
Oh, brilliant.
And a couple of, according to the staff that saw it happen, it was middle school age children, 3 blacks, 2 whites. And they walked across the schoolyard.
I don't think we need to bring color into this. You might piss off some of the lefty snowflakes who think that statistical information describing an assailant is extremely racist because it perpetuates stereotypes that blacks are responsible for a disproportionate amount of crime.
Maybe somebody listening heard it, saw it. Anyway, so they watched him walk across the schoolyard.
No one listens to this. No one saw it.
Someone does.
The bike is gone forever.
Probably.
It's in a chop shop.
Probably a teenage chop shop.
A teenage chop shop?
No, the kids walked through the schoolyard, took a bike, and then came back 5 minutes later and took another one.
What the fuck?
And the staffer said she watched it happen, and I blame her for it happening a second time.
Do you think that anybody there has ever been trained to walk out a door and go, "Hey, you! Knock that off or I'm going to fucking call the cops"?
You would think that you wouldn't need training for that. Like, you just watch them and, like, clearly they're not from that school because it's an elementary school. But she was sitting in her car. Apparently she hadn't started work yet. It was right before the end of the day.
She was probably token up and she didn't want to admit that she was getting baked in the parking lot.
Just like, whoa, those kids are, whoa, that's a nice bike. But
is that how you think smoking weed sounds?
No, I'm just doing an imitation of an imitation I heard a long time ago.
Well, you take a deep breath in and then you hold it. And then you talk like this.
Really good stuff, man.
Kind of like Sling Blade.
Awesome.
French fried taters. Oh my God.
Now I kind of want to go do that. No.
Common sense. That's all she needed was common sense. The bitch didn't even have her wits about her. And, there were some kids. They were stealing a bike. I'm just a female. I wouldn't want to get mixed up in that. They might accost me. Or they might tell me that I'm a bitch. And then my ego would be bruised. And it would take months of therapy. And staying at home and getting paid to be there after the shock of witnessing such a daring crime. Broad fucking daylight, really?
Broad daylight. If she would have gotten out of her car and said, "Hey, get the hell out of here," they would have taken off. Psychologically, I don't think those kids were prepared for an adult to watch them do this.
Probably not. You know what I would have done? Followed them home.
I drove around in my truck for several days after, like on my way home from work. I'd cut through parts of the neighborhood and just kind of look around. I actually did call the cops on one residence because they had a bike that looked a lot like Drama's bike. And I gave him the information I had, the make of the bike. I have the basically a VIN number. It's an identification number that's on the bike. I gave him that, and he said he went and checked it out, and it wasn't even the right brand. So, but like it looked exactly like it.
See, what you're doing sounds like the precursor to a hate crime, vigilante justice. What I was suggesting is I would follow them home, and then I would get to know their mothers rather intimately. And I'd say, "Hey, guess what? I just fucked your mom. Stop stealing bikes." And then I'd ride away on Drama's bicycle, giggling with girlish glee that I just probably impregnated one of their whore mothers.
I just figured if I see it, I'd let the cops handle it. I'm not going to go out there and steal it back. Although that would be kind of fucking fun, but
just ride it around in circles in their driveway. And when they ask you what you're doing, be like, "Well, my daughter misses her bike and your piece of shit kid stole it, so I figured I would just give it one last ride before you, who needs it so much better than we do." Shitty kids.
Shitty kids.
I will say, I will give them brownie points for the brazen nature of coming back a second time.
Yeah.
During the day when people can see you.
That was my fuck. Like, what kind of kids come home with 2 brand new bicycles and the parents don't say anything?
The parents are probably shitty individuals.
Probably.
Balls of solid rock, though. Wow. The cajones on those little shitbags.
I want to catch them so fucking bad, just so I can press charges.
It's a fucking girl's bike anyway.
I don't care.
Was he going to give it to his girlfriend?
I think that's just it. Yeah, it was a girl's bicycle, so I don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't want to ride a girl's bike.
When I was a kid, I only wanted to ride girls. Never had a bike.
Well, that goes without saying, but I didn't want to ride their bicycle.
I was an excellent inline skater, though. But you know what they say? It's the worst part about being a rollerblader.
What's that?
Telling your parents you're gay. I couldn't help it. I had dreams of being a roller disco pimp.
Roller disco?
How many fucking pirates do you see on skates?
None.
Exactly. One of a kind. Fucking awesome. Ticket to fame and fortune. Oh, there's Brownbeard. He's the roller skating pimp pirate. Look at him. He's got a gaggle of bitches on his arm. Look at him shoot the duck. Look at him knee that broad in the uterus. Look at him leave town under an assumed name. Should have checked my ID, bitch. Guess what?
What?
We've come to the portion of the show when Fuckface makes me play a game.
Okay, what game did he?
You're going to be playing a game.
Which one?
Do you recall where you're at with the status of the RPS title?
I lost it in a rematch to Nurse Ashley.
And what does that mean?
Buddy,
shut the fuck up! I'm in no mood. Eat a dick. Meow.
Do I get a rematch?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at here. Is, once you lose your title, you get an automatic rematch.
Okay.
So
let's do it.
So here's your RPS title rematch. If you lose, motherfucker! No respect.
None.
That shaggy cunt has no respect for me. He licks his ass. He sleeps on the furniture. He eats food off the kitchen table. He scratches at the wall every time I start talking again. Are you done? Can I get on with the RPS Championship?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Blumpkin and Friends proudly brings to you the Rock, Paper, Scissors Intercontinental Championship Challenge Championship of the World!
Okay, I'm just going to grab a pen so that I can facilitate this charade. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hand number 1.
I'll go with rock.
She went with paper. Fuck you.
God damn it.
Yeah, well. Are you fucking serious right now?
Maybe he's trying to play.
Fuck you, buddy! How many indignities must I suffer at the hands of this feline fuck?
Well, go over there and kick him.
I'd have to get out of my chair. I'm comfortable. Also, I'm holding in a wee bit of poop right now, and if I stand up, it might come rocketing out.
Uh-oh!
Hand number 2.
I'm gonna go rock one more time.
Are you sure? It sounded like you were starting to have a fucking stroke there.
No,
Rock. Are you going to the mall later? She also said rock.
Okay.
No point. Hand number 3.
I'm gonna go with scissors.
She went with rock.
What a bitch.
Oh yeah, how dare she, the champion, be good at this game, which is why she's the fucking champion. She's got the most title defenses of anybody. These are fact. It's not in the fucking wall. Quit turning it around.
You're supposed to write it on the fucking wall.
Jesus Christ. Do you need everything fucking spelled out in red crayon on the goddamn wall?
Yes, I do.
Hand number 4.
Paper.
She said scissors. You lose. Well, we still have to do this last one.
I always kick Mrs. Number One fan's ass. I don't know why I can't kick Nurse Ashley's.
Probably because she's not your wife. So she's got a different sense of arrogance about her.
I think it's just easier to do it on the fly. That's all.
Is that supposed to be an RPS motion you made with your wrist?
Yes.
It looked like you were giving yourself quite a hand job. You only use the one hand, not the hand.
Okay.
Plant the thing with the hand
Not
number
everybody.
5. Fucking go.
Fucking paper.
Ugh. Fucking Jesus Christ. Mucinex, I need one. Well, she said paper. That's a tie.
No, so I didn't get a fucking point. All
Wow.
right. Yay.
That's a clean sweep.
Shutout.
Wow, you just lost as badly as Jodie Foster did in that movie, The Accused.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of pinball?
I'm pretty ashamed right now.
You should be.
So can we redo this?
No.
She can use the same hand.
No, she can't. Okay, the juice. I would expect that out of a child, not out of a grown man.
Whoever said I wasn't a child?
Are you trying to insult me now?
No.
Because it sounds like you're tripping over your own dick.
I'm tripping over everything here.
Jesus H. fucking Christ. Ugh.
Didn't your mother ever tell you to cover your mouth when you cough?
My mother was a whore who didn't know my father very well. And then he left us.
She didn't teach you about covering your mouth, though?
Do you think she imparted unto me lots of wisdom and parenting advice? Or do you think she was maybe out cavorting about loosely with drunken individuals who barely knew her, and then she let them put things inside of her holes?
All right, good. Point taken.
Yeah. Yeah, my mother got treated like a sweater in the fitting room at Kohl's.
Yeah.
Everybody was wearing her. Oh, by the way, while we're about to close out the show and advertising, I have joined Twitter. You can follow Brownbeard at Brownbeard469.
469.
Let that rumble around in your head for a bit. Haha. Follow me, or don't. I don't really fucking care. I just did it so I could find another outlet for cruising pornography. There's a lot of fucking pornography on Twitter. Did you know that?
No, I've never been on Twitter.
Holy shit. You should go on Twitter and look at all the porns.
Okay, maybe.
If you want to see a woman take a big black angry Pringles can of a cock in her beehole, Twitter. Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find him on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/Blumpkin&Friends. Or you could just not do that and you probably save a bunch of time and disappointment anyway. This show is on YouTube, I guess, because it's free and the Reverend's poor because he has too many kids. He's kind of a gambling addict if you think about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me.
Why?
Well, I have 4 kids. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, I didn't use a condom.
Well, why would you?
Exactly.
I don't wear a paper bag over my face when I go to the movie theater.
No, exactly. So it's kind of a gamble if you're going to get a girl knocked up or not. And that's how I have 4 children. Only one was planned.
Well, as the old saying goes, don't be a dummy. Use a false name and never fucking call her again. All these kids are yours.
Mm-hmm.
You're sure of it.
Well, 3 of them are.
They don't really look that much alike.
Different moms.
Or different milkmen.
There were suspicions about one of them, but I got over it.
What the fuck?
A long time ago, obviously.
Okay, you can't allude to something like that and then not spill the beans.
Okay, back when Bubba was conceived, when the doctor told us what the conception date was, I went back in my head and did a mental breakdown of that time period, and I don't recall ever having sex with her at that point in time.
Were you raped?
Me? No.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Would you be upset if she had taken advantage of you?
No. Would have prayed for it, but I don't recall having sex with her at all that point in time. And for a couple of months, it's just like, this doesn't add up. But I guess the conception date is basically just a guessing game for the doctor, and it could have happened any time after that, which seemed more logical to me, but I got over it.
Maybe you should call Maury Povich.
No, I don't want to go on that show.
Oh, Christ. They have these tests that you can take that'll tell you the lineage of a child.
As I look at pictures of him and me when they're at that age, yeah, he's mine, but I had suspicions.
Kind of an anticlimactic story.
Yeah, kind of.
Thanks for closing out the show with that. That's great. Boy, you really know how to bring it home.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. I'm Captain Brownbeard.
And I'm number 1 mate, Tim.
Well, at least you got it right this time. Good night.
Thank you for listening to this. Don't know why you even give a shit. His jokes are lame and the games he plays are rip-offs. And if he threw a party, I'm pretty sure nobody would show up. Kick and punch and the Reverend all alone, 'cause he's such a stupid cunt. Go fuck yourself, Johnny Blumpkin. You can suck on my balls. How's that for a theme song?